around the basket. He's still not 100% yet, but he's getting better. And that was just a huge defensive play for us. It gives us a chance to tie the series 2-2, and of course to possibly win Game 5 and move on to the finals.
Coach, let's just take a walk back with those last few seconds. Cliff Hodge giving that smart foul to force the inbound from Barangay Ginebra, and then Nard Pinto getting that steal. But you had a lot of time remaining to take one shot, but Reynel took it rather early. Was that how you planned it to be?
Yes, I told the players we were not going to run the shot clock down. We were behind and we're ahead. So we just wanted to get the first good available shot. And the play was actually between Reynel and Chris Newsom. And we were supposed to come off Reynel's screen. If he was open, we were supposed to take it. If he was not open, then we should look for Reynel. Because that meant that both defenders probably Newsom and Reynel would be open. So they executed it well, but of course you still got to make the shot. No matter how well you execute, you got to make the shot to finish the play. That's a huge shot for Reynel.
Coach, you're 3-0 now in terms of do-or-die games here in the Philippine Cup, but you had to get a good start. How difficult was it to adjust your rotation in the sense that you wanted them to be within striking distance, at least in the early part of the game?
Well, I think the challenge going into the next game is to be a little bit ahead of them, because so far we've been reacting and we did a good job of defending better against Stanley Cleveland tonight. Like the game, in Game 3, he was able to get away with a lot of points. So we have to make sure that we don't allow him to bust out again in Game 5 the way he did in Game 3. And we just have to figure out defensively what we want to do against them so that we can defend them. That was one of the things for us tonight, where a lot of the role players came in and did a good job today, just playing a role. I mean, Nards did a good job. Travis, before he went out, did a good job defending in the first quarter. Aaron King did a good job running the team. So as long as the guys can just continue to play their roles, we might have a chance in Game 5. I know that we went into this game thinking exactly how we thought we went into the series against San Miguel. We have to win 2 games to move on. So we have the first game, and we're going to try to do the second.
Thank you, Coach. Now welcoming our Zoom callers, starting out with Mr. Ray Oble.
Hi, Coach. Congratulations. Coach, you had a twice to win disadvantage against San Miguel. You were able to beat them twice in the quarterfinals. And now you're 1 win away from repeating that against Ginebra. So how high is the confidence level of this team right now?
Well, I'm sure the players are very, very happy to get a chance to go into Game 5 and have a chance to move on to the finals. Of course, it's going to be a tough task against Ginebra to beat them in Game 5. But at the same time, we just have to go back and watch the game and figure out what it's going to take to get the job done. I'm just happy that the players bounced back from our game last 2 days ago, or 3 days ago, where we didn't really play very, very well. And they played much better tonight. But even with that, you can see the fight in Ginebra, and the fact that they did not give up and they really wanted to win the game. So coaches have to do their jobs. You have to give the players as much rest as possible between now and Friday to make sure they're fresh.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Sir Ray. Next question will be coming from Ms. Camille Narredo.
Hi, Coach. Congrats on the win. Coach, just wanted to ask, what can you say about Newsom's development over the past years? He was clutch again for you guys, and he and Ray have executed that last play very well. And he's been kind of the take charge guy for you in this conference.
Yes, he is to us what Gringo is to Ginebra. He's our best player. I'm not afraid to say that. He's our leading scorer, one of our leading rebounders, our leading assist guy, and he hasn't been the best player on the other team almost every game. So we count on him a lot. The fact that he did not play that well in the last game is one of the reasons why we didn't win. The fact that he played well tonight is one of the reasons why we won. So as I always tell him, we kind of go as he goes. And hopefully he'll be well rested on Friday and we'll be on top of this game and we'll have a chance of winning.
Thank you, Camille. Next question will be coming from Mr. Ruben Delato.
Coach, congrats on the win. Can I ask about Alin Malik's series? He struggled a bit in tonight's game. What do you think happened? Do you think the defense of Ginebra was also focusing on him more in this game?
I think they call it Giggle. It's just a little bit nervous. He was taking his shots. He's moving a little bit too fast, in other words, trying to get it all done at once. But like I said, he's a big player for us. We need his floor spacing. He's one of the guys that Coach Tim really respects because of his ability to score. Of course, Coach Tim was able to coach him in the past when he was winning his championships in San Diego Coffee. And for us, he's a floor spacer. We've got a guy we need to have on the floor just to make the other team respect our outside shooting. Sometimes he's on, sometimes he's not. He's been on this entire series. This is probably the first time where we didn't really shoot well. But we're hoping he'll be there for us on Friday when we really need him.
Thank you, Sir Ruben. Next question will be coming from Mr. Jonas Delano.
Coach, good evening and congratulations.
Thank you.
There was a lot of talk about what Reynolds said or what he did not say. How motivated he was to perform tonight?
You're referring to the
Yeah.
okay. I gotta be honest with you, we haven't really talked about that. It's not our focus. Just focused on the game. Reno has not said a word to me about that since it happened. I haven't talked to him about it either, so it's kind of a non-issue as far as we're concerned. Sorry about that, I didn't answer your question.
Okay, Coach.
Coach, just as a follow-up, what happened to Travis and will he be available for the 15th?
He twisted his ankle, and on a scale of 1 to 10, he said it was about a 5, so that seems to be pretty bad. So I'll just have to check with him after the game and find out whether he can go on Friday or not. I hope he can because it gives us another body to go out there against Stanley Ginebra.
Thanks, Coach.
We have one more question coming from Mr. Delphine Jopino.
Hi, Coach. Congrats.
Thank you.
Coach, just want to ask about Cliff Hodge. He seems to have a potential for having big games. When the season is on the line for Meralco, he did it against San Miguel and he did it again today.
Who are you referring to again?
Cliff Hodge, Coach.
Well, that's the reason why he plays so many minutes. I mean, he's always on the floor for me because he gives us a lot defensively. He's our best defender. He rebounds the basketball. He's shooting a high percentage from the floor. This is probably the first conference in a long, long while that he's been healthy throughout. He hasn't had any injuries. He's not only hasn't had any injuries in this conference, and it shows on the court. I mean, he's shooting a high percentage for us around the basket, and he becomes a threat when he can make those layups. Because most of the teams don't want to really guard him. They use him as a way to help on defense. But he's been making them pay. And more importantly, he gives us that hustle, that heart that we really need within the team.
Yes, Coach.
Thank you everyone for your questions, and that ends our post-game press conference. Thank you and congratulations, Coach Norm, back in the
Thank you very
back.
much. I appreciate it.